Okey, Cik Hei boleh mula
Okay.
Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to the speaker and all participants. We start our program today with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Honorable Speaker, Brother Muhammad Chai Azizans, and all participants, and attention to all the participants, please ensure that your audio Zoom applications is on silent mode. And for the informations, the attendance link will be provided 30 minutes after the talk, and the feedback form link will be provided before 5 minutes the program ends. And all the participants need to fill up the attendance and feedback form to get the CTD points. And without further ado, I would like to invite Brother Muhammad Shai Azizans, our accountant from Payment Unit, to give his talk regarding the guidelines on payment approval form. Please welcome, brother.
Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Brother Kai, for the warm introduction. So basically, allows me to conduct this session with multi-language. I will be using like English and also Malay. And most probably it's going to be like very short one. Tak silap 15 minit dah settle lah. Right, so disclaimer right, the first apa nama tu poster tu, it seems like macam nak bagi talk MLM ke ataupun tapi just like for that's the only picture that I have. So just a brief introduction about myself. I've been working with IUM since 2006 and also just recently joined Cosmec in August 2022. Right. So the topic that I'm going to share today is the payment approval form. So allow me to share the screen first. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Can you see the screen? Okay. Nampak?
Okay, nampak.
All right. So basically, payment approval form is not something new. It has been like been utilized from the campus, Combat campus, and also the university since 2020. So the reason why we introduced this one, the needs of like introduce this form and also give the short briefing about this payment approval form, because it aligns with the recently government released the circular about the prudent spending, and also because we'll be utilizing the public expenditure, so it needs to be addressed, right? So what is it all about? Okay, when is it required? Number one is the direct advice. So when it comes to direct advice, it can be like instruction. So recently, not recently, I mean like up to this month, we'll be using the memo of payment, and also the like instruction, and most commonly is a memo. Then for example, like payment for the speaker, and then refreshment, also the payment to the supplier vendor, then any payment, secondly, any payment without PO. So basically direct, when it comes to direct advice, it means payment that doesn't have PO. So for example, okay, contoh dia macam apa nama, kita booking hotel tadi tu, and then booking hotel yang tak ada PO, and then secondly kita nak buat bila dapat invoice, and then kita nak buat pembayaran, so kita buat direct advice. So bila direct advice tu normally kita akan pakai memo payment lah, right? Okay, secondly is type of payment, which is reimbursement. reimbursement, anything that you pay in advance and then you claim back from the university. So that's what it calls reimbursement. And commonly, training fee, professional membership, uniform claim, and then handphone bill for 48 and above for the apa nama, admin officer. And lastly, any purchase without PO, same as the direct advice. So okay. For example, like nanti I will show you the example lah. Right. So why it is necessary? So like I said before, to streamline the process with the university practice and standardization of the payment instruction, in addition, it also to inculcate the culture of getting approval prior proceeding of any procurement activities or reimbursement. So, okay, so maksudnya kat sini, sebab dia bila banyak sangat payment instruction tu, there will be like a lot of like apa nama tu, dia punya like for example like dia punya macam tak dia punya cover page tu tak sama tau. Dia lebih kepada macam kejap pakai font ni, kejap kat sini, so ada benda information yang dia missing. So we would like to streamline all the process so that everyone using the same form lah. So sebab tu kita nak masukkan memo ni, even di university level pun dia dah tak pakai memo lah. So kita kena pakai this payment approval form lah. And then secondly, so this is to create awareness so that bila masa kita nak pakai tu, kita tahu yang before committing to make a purchase or anything, kita get the approval first. So by means like approval, we know like macam mana nak to go through the process lah. Nak kena pakai purchase requisition ke, refreshment order form ke, lepas tu payment approval form ke. So all this form yang kadang-kadang kita sendiri pun confused kan bila masa nak pakai. So that's why we need to understand the type of the payment first, and then secondly which form that we going to use lah. Okay. So this is the form lah yang recently we has been officially apa nama tu endorsed by Quality lah. So the first is cara untuk isi dia adalah, okay, yang pertama sekali adalah spell out your department lah kat sini. Department. And then for example like if you from the engineering, department of engineering, or petrol, paid or so on. So letak je department kat sini. And secondly is payable to. Okay. So payable to, it can be individual, your name because reimbursement, or someone other name. And then most commonly adalah company lah, payable to. So name of vendor or individual. Secondly, staff number. So if we assume that semua yang untuk reimbursement ni adalah internal lah. So they have their own staff number. Kalau student, just put like your metric number there. And then kalau vendor, just leave it blank. So tak perlu isi apa-apa kat sini Right, so the first important part here is name of bank. So item number 3 ni, nama bank tu, and then account number. So account number basically yang you punya ni lah yang aktif lah. Sebabnya kalau tak aktif, ada rejection. Bila kita buat payment tu ada rejection, so akan ada problem sikit lah nanti. Dia akan lagi lambat lah proses dia kan. Right. And then normally we advise that you include the bank statement. So just bila your first page tu ataupun yang ada balance tu whatever, we just want to know that it's your own account number lah, bukan someone else lah. Right, because if it's reimbursement, memang automatic kita perlukan that one. Kalau kata from invoice, normally they will spell out everything in the invoice lah, nak bayar kepada siapa. So make sure this reflect to the supporting document lah. Okay, so recently because we've been like slowly moving from memo to the using this form, so a lot of like people like asking, budget nak letak apa operating ke, trust ke, so memang benda ni agak quite confusing. But generally we be using this operating lah, mostly operating. Trust ni mostly related to apa nama tu research dan juga yang ihsan tu lah, ihsan punya trust fund. Okay. So the rest memang normally operating lah. So you just tick here operating or leave it blank. And secondly, yang dekat sini account code ni is our vote. Vote like for example like meal, travelling, hotel, phone, stationery and everything, office supply. So semua kat sini vote dia. So it's okay if you don't not sure which vote are you going to use, but normally if you have proposal, so you can just spell out here proposal always two, training or special program. So because here is very straightforward for proposal lah yang approved program. Okay, so dia ni tak kisah, ini just like leave it blank je, jangan risau. Then project code also, this is for trust fund, so it's not applicable for operating lah. Okay, so just leave it blank here. Itu basically budget ni boleh just leave it blank lah if you not sure. Okay, so payment for ni basically is a description lah, right? So currently we only have like 3 columns here. It was informed that sometimes ada terutama yang for reimbursement of uniform dia mungkin banyak kat sini. So I can advise you 2 things. Whether the first one you can just like put as per attached list, which mean you make a summary and then person sign here and person sign here also need to verify on the attachment tu lah, the list tu. Let's say kalau list tu panjang sangat lah, right? Okay, secondly, if you wish to like convert it from PDF to apa nama tu, to words, make sure all this not being touched lah. Semua benda ni yang memang dah officially endorsed, and then also kita dah qualitykan dia lah. Then amount, okay, and then amount. Alright, so okay, the second last part yang penting requested by. Okay, requested by ni basically adalah siapa yang initiate. So when it comes to initiate tu, for example like Department of apa nama tu, pathology, ada person in charge yang for example like staff nurse. So staff nurse yang in charge untuk buatkan semua ni instruction ni apa semua, and then dia akan buat requested by kat sini lah. Let's say ini payment for nama company tu kan, ABC company tu. Okay, contoh. Then you just put like your name, sign here, and then extension number. Okay, so the reason we put here extension number because requested by ni normally we want to refer to siapa. Kita nak cari, let's say okay, we have like some macam ada sikit like things that we need to like confirmation or clarify. So kita kena call that person lah, person in charge. So senang cerita kat sini dengan siapa kami nak berurusan lah. Right. Okay. And then check by ni ia adalah head of department lah. So highest authority in the department tu. Contoh dia, okay, lepas tu siapa dia punya ni, kalau kata 41 lah yang akan sign kat sini. Kalau dia kata ada 48 kat sini, 48 lah sign sini. So sini jangan risau, jangan complicated kan keadaan, tapi just like very, okay, so yang sini lah yang tadi check by So check by ni adalah head of unit tadi tu lah. So sini jangan risau lah. Basically it's like very straightforward. Siapa yang atas your level lah. Let's say kalau contoh legal. So legal paling atas dia adalah Encik Tuan Azrul Tuan Azrul, and then tak ada siapa atas lagi. So dia terus straightforward ke sini lah. Datuk ataupun Dr. Siti, depends on the amount lah kat sini. Right. So kalau kata yang the highest level, let's say kalau requester tu adalah yang the head kepada department tu. So kalau 41 yang verified ni normally dia macam pelik sikit lah. Sebab tu kita sama ada nak counter verify kat sini, maybe go to HR, depends on type of purchase and also what kind of like the nilai expenditure tu kan. And then okay, lastly for this form, apa yang paling penting sekali adalah approved by ni. Sebab approved by ni, so things that have been authorized by the university lah. For example, the highest authority dalam department tersebut adalah hospital director lah. So Datuk Saufi yang akan sign sini for current setup lah. So Datuk Sofi akan sign kat sini. Tapi depends on amount. So 10,000 lah, 10,000 above je terus. 10,000 above je terus bagi ke ni apa nama Datuk Sofi untuk sign. Okay, so kalau kata pembelian yang melibatkan clinical ataupun anything yang related to clinical punya jurisdiction, so itu memang akan perlukan tanda tangan daripada Prof Zam lah. Okay, and lastly yang melibatkan director administration, yang ni basically yang melibatkan macam contoh stationery lah, most commonly, and then travelling claim ke ataupun apa nama tu, any reimbursement kind of form lah. Okay. Right, so just remember that 10,000 above dia Datuk Sofi, and below 10,000 respective ni lah director clinical or administration. Okay, so let's say after dah isi borang ni and then you got the approval. Okay, so I will suggest you either like send to me first or give it directly to them, because we will verify the invoice first lah kan. Tapi jangan risaulah, let's say kalau kata you all nak straightforward terus proceed for get the approval, terus bagi ke ni lah respective PA lah. So ini pun penting so that you know nak bagi ke siapa dokumen tu supaya dokumen tu tak missing. So you know nak bagi siapa, and then you just like aware lah on the ni. Right, so this is like case study. Number one is the approval of purchasing lah, PR form. Okay, so disclaimer again, Samsul Karim ni not related to the recent issue ke ni. Memang I prepared this slide 1 month before lah. Okay, so Samsul Karim received a complaint from his colleague regarding the unergonomic chair and requested to buy a new chair for him. Thus, he decided to buy one and claim it. He needs to attach the PR form as a proof for reimbursement, even though he was unable to attain the approval. Okay, so this is when it comes to the approval. For example, contoh, okay, katakanlah takkan kita nak beli satu kerusi je kan. So bila satu kerusi ni dia akan melibat the like standardization, the safety, and also apa nama tu, also the amount lah kan. So kalau kata kita simply beli je, yang ni yang akan ada masalah for later on lah, sebabnya contoh dia yang ni adalah di bawah pemantauan engineering kan, let's say lah. And then for the safety also from the quality department, dia orang kena tengok lah. Right, so dia kat sini, maksud dia kat sini, the first thing yang kena dia buat adalah, let's say dia nak beli, takkan nak beli satu kan, so beli satu macam pelik lah kan. So they try to get the approval through the purchase requisition form dulu. So bila PR cakap through the when it comes to purchase requisition form, it has to go to procurement department lah, supaya kita akan buat PO lah kan. Tapi macam saya cakap tadi, kalau beli satu memang pelik. So dia mungkin lah dia akan streamline the process tu, maksudnya supaya order untuk some people. Sebab kalau seorang complain, definitely the other person also akan complain juga. Okay, so that's why katakanlah okay, tak apalah kita bila dah go to PR process tu, and then Department of Procurement decided, kata tak apa, ini satu je, beli sendiri lepas tu reimbursement. Okay, when the apa nama tu, approval tu telah dah dibagi tahu, yang kata tak apa, terus beli sendiri. Okay, so itulah gunanya you need to attach the PRF tu lah, purchase requisition form tu, as a supporting document, sebagai membuktikan bahawa sudah ada kata kami boleh buat the purchase sebab kami dah usaha untuk dapatkan proses pembelian tu through PO tapi tak dapat. Okay, so sebab tu kita decide untuk beli sendiri. Alright, so second case, okay, Makuna needs to buy medicine urgently for her department and unable to proceed through normal procurement process. We all commit with the purchase. She needs to get approval from the HOD and director clinical lah. Sebab ini melibatkan clinical punya ni lah, jurisdiction. Sebab dia membeli ubat, dia beli ubat Okay, so kat sini case dia, nanti saya akan tunjuk the real scenario yang so that you understand lah kan. Okay, so case kat sini ada certain time tu dia memang benda tu nak pakai cepat. So bila pakai cepat tu, first you need get to approval dululah. So bila approval dah dapat, contoh from your HOD, and then HOD tu kata okay, proceed dulu beli sendiri and then reimbursement, barulah buat pembelian. So itulah gunanya. Sebabnya the reason payment approval form ni, dia act as a second layer lah. Nanti I will give you example lah kan. Sebabnya kalau yang first tu tak dapat approval, like written approval, so nanti bila nak sampai kat our team, definitely akan question back lah, siapa bagi approval untuk buat pembayaran ni. So kat situ lah. So kat situ akan ada masalah nak reimbursement ke tak. Okay, alright. So ni just a additional note. Only one payment approval form per name. Okay, like let's say ada nak bayar honorarium ada 10 orang. So like I said just now, dalam sebab dia information bank account number and also which bank and then amount tu different kan each person. So kita tak boleh nak guna the same form untuk multiple names lah. And then you need to do like some as per attached list and then need to verify on that so that it's legit lah. And second is multiple invoices a lot for similar vendors. So basically, let's say payment to Sri Kampung, and then you receive 2 invoices, for example, and then you can just like put Sri Kampung on the top. For example, like Sri Kampung on the top, and then like type of the invoice lah kat bawah ni. And number ni, nama ni lah, description and also amount lah. Alright, so and then okay, payment. Okay, so ni sama lah tadi tu nombor 3 tu kalau kata ada multiple names, you just give a list lah and then verify the list. Alright, so okay, so this is also the common problem. Already have PO, do I still need to fill the payment approval form? The answer is no, because alright, number one, it will be a redundant lah, sebabnya approval form tu, the purchase requisition form tu is the first layer of making commitment for purchase. So that you know, okay, kita dah ada PRF and then sudah diluluskan, and then kita buat proceed with PO. So bila barang dah deliver and everything, you receive invoice and also delivery order, and then you just attach the PO. So just 3 documents required lah. Tapi let's say kalau ada benda tu melibatkan ada proposal, if we just like itu just additional information and then you need to highlight to us, then just attach the proposal. Okay, so basically dah ada PO memang tak payahlah, tak payah buat this payment approval form. Just straightforward. Attach PO and then proposal, invoice dan juga DO lah. Alright. So ni clear clear, very clear. This one penting ni. Ada nak tanya? Tak ada soalan Okay. So I assume this is very clear lah. Sebab kalau ada PO je jangan risau, terus straightforward, hantar je ke kami akan proses dia ni lah. Okay. Alright. So second, how about refreshment order form? Okay, so apa benda refreshment order form ni? It's the approval before placing order of refreshment. Okay, so let me introduce, not introduce, to basically like briefly explain about the refreshment order form. So originally it's from RSD lah, Residential Service Division dekat Gombak, but they have like students, staff that need their service, they order on behalf. So originally from them, and then the finance adopt the so make it like standardized so that every department use it. Okay, kata pendek dia sama dengan purchase requisition form. Basically dia sama macam yang kita nak buat PO tu, kita kena CPRF. So dia act as that. So bila katakan this is also to clarify things. Some mazhab said that ada proposal tak perlu buat PO, which is you need to understand refreshment order form ni is like the official to initiate that engage, we appoint the caterer. Approval from the proposal is just like allocation budget, so that we know that okay, kita follow the standard rate which has been adopted by the university from the government circular. And then secondly, kita tengok amount dia kan, how many quantity and amount and everything. So itu adalah allocation approved, so that you can make a placement of order lah. So that's why you need to understand. It's just like utilization of the budget. Boleh pakai banyak ni je sebab from the proposal dah bagi tahu pakai banyak tu. Let's say untuk 1,000 kan, 1,000 ringgit. So boleh pakai 1,000 ringgit je lah. Tak boleh above that. Okay, secondly, refreshment order form ni is a formal procedure that you need to engage with the caterer. You just like spell out order apa benda untuk apa-apa, name of caterer. Sebab dalam proposal tak ada pun nama caterer sebut. Kenapa tak masuk nama caterer tersebut? Sebab dia akan reflect to the transparency and also like being fair to other caterers as well lah. So that sebab tu kita perlukan this form. Sebabnya form ni juga dia act as a layer so that you need to attach like for example okay, ni yang most commonly kalau yang above 10,000k lah. Above 10,000k, and then yeah, for example like recent kita punya apa nama tu the C yang recent C tu amount dia above 10k, and then Datuk Taufik kena kena sign that, approve that. So kami dah buat few request for quotation lah, so that we get the like macam ada price comparison kat situ. Okay, so dalam kes yang macam ni, kebanyakannya yang runcit-runcit lah, mostly untuk yang kita punya current practice and situation, yang runcit-runcit. Yang runcit-runcit, kalau rajin buatlah price comparison, kalau tak rajin just like straightforward lah. So, dekat sini kalau kata nak buat instruction for payment approval form is not necessary. And then just submit a copy of the refreshment of the form, invoice and proposal. So basically PRF and also refreshment of the form, tak perlu isi dah payment approval form tu sebab dia akan redundant untuk the instruction tu. So kenapa perlu nak pergi isi borang payment approval form pula kan? So sebab tu you kena understand when it comes to refreshment, straightforward, terus isi refreshment of the form, and then dapat invoice, quotation, audio, terus bagi ke kami. 3 benda ni lah, refreshment of the form, invoice and proposal. Okay, so far okay clear Ada soalan kah? Wih, kata 15 minit, dah setengah jam ni.
Ada soalan ke daripada para peserta? Sekiranya ada, boleh tulis soalan anda di ruangan chat dan saya akan bacakan. Daripada IAM, Brother Syahir, kena attach sekali ke financial expenditure summary untuk claim honorarium and refreshment?
Okay, so kena attach sekali financial expenditure. Definitely, what do you mean by financial expenditure summary? Maksudnya untuk macam program ke atau macam mana? Sebabnya, okay, normally kalau untuk reimbursement apa yang diperlukan adalah receipt lah. Contoh kita, okay, cakap, let's say ni paling common situation dah, lambat sangat lah payment unit ni kan, baik aku bayar sendiri. So bayar sendiri, and then sebabnya okay, let's say you already have this refreshment order form Sekejap, mana tadi? Hilang pula dah. So let's say ada siapa pula call ni? Okay, let's say ada dah ada refreshment order form, maknanya you dah ada approval dah. So bila dah ada approval, and then katakanlah caterer tu memang tidak di-register, and then ataupun caterer tu nak cepat. Selalunya yang caterer yang kecil-kecilan ni dia nak cepat. Maksudnya dia perlukan duit tu cepat untuk rolling dia own business lah. So you decide to pay in advance. So maksudnya bayar sendiri. So bila bayar sendiri tu, you dah ada replacement order form, that meaning that solid approval lah. Tapi because this is reimbursement, you decided to pay. So what you need to attach is the apa nama tu, receipt and also invoice lah. Receipt and also the nilai invoice lah to support the transaction. Okay. Secondly, yang dalam situation tu kena isi juga reimbursement form tadi tu. Payment approval form. So sebabnya because we want to reimbursement to you lah, bayar ke you, sebab ada kes, memang ada kes macam tu lah, maksudnya dia bayar sendiri and then sebabkan situation yang tadi tu, so need to claim back, so tak perlu letak the summary expenditure tu lah. But summary expenditure tu normally it's related to investment lah, investment. But bila investment kita nak tengok all the details so that expenditure tu in line tak dengan what has been requested and also approved proposal lah. Okay, alright. So please note, basically yang payment approval form ni tidak diguna pakai untuk share beli claim, computer allowance, cash advancement, on-call claim, overtime claim dan juga research. So all these apa nama tu, type of expenditure ada form data sendiri. So kena masih guna pakai yang that form lah. Okay. And then exception for purchase of approved item, which is yang melibatkan leasing and also contract. Okay, so I will give you like a simple case study dululah. Stop sharing dulu. Payment approval form case study. Okay, so this is the real case study. Basically, screen yang ni nampak?
Nampak.
Screen ni?
Nampak.
Right, so kita dah tak pakai reimbursement request form so dah tak ada dah. After this, no more reimbursement request form because yang our recent email last week, we notify that semua reimbursement akan ganti dengan payment approval form lah. Alright, so so this is for example, purchase from medicine due to current product is out of stock. Okay, so dekat sini dia tulis apa nama, amount and then dia punya description, apa benda item tersebut. Then yang form baru ni ada requested nature and then previously hanya ada sales of department je kan. Then we added the approve by hospital director lah. Tapi we change everything here, transfer everything pergi ke payment approval form lah. So dalam case ni, right, so dalam case ni for example, kat sini Department of Pharmacy lah. Kan? Pharmacy lah. Pharmacy yang kena download dulu ni. Sekejap Dia lari sikit Download. Sorry Pak sangat tak prepare. Okay. So for example kat sini Pharmacy lah. Right. So Department of Pharmacy and then payable to Okay. Payable tu Nur Munirah lah. Nur Munirah. Then staff number dia 7927. 7927. Then number bank dia lah. Number bank dia and then account number dia. Alright, so kat sini kalau tahu B5 B522 B27 403 kalau tahu lah. Kalau tak tahu tak apa. Just leave it back blank. Okay, and then description dia reimbursement oh, oh, boleh nampak screen? Purchase of
Nampak.
medicine. Boleh nampak
Nampak.
And then so kalau nanti bola dia punya detail kan, detail. Right, and then this amount is 420, right, 00. Right, so this one also kita hanya nak 420. Alright, so very clear So just transfer everything. Masuk ke sini je. Very straightforward. And most important adalah account number and then pembelian apa ni reimbursement for purchase of medicine details lah. So you just basically the description will be the same but the only difference here is kat sini adalah requester iaitu Sister Munirah lah and then kat sini adalah Kak Rock lah kan. And then kalau kita tengok original kat sini adalah Datuk Saufi kan. Okay, so sebabnya kat sini kita dah dapat the official delegation tu and then kat sini adalah Prozam yang akan sign kat sini approved by ni. Right, very clear? Okay, so ada question kat sini untuk payment form requested by tu tak kisah ke grade berapa yang sign. Okay, to answer that number one question here kat sini kan requested by ni basically dia tak ada grade kat sini. It's all about siapa yang initiate. Maksudnya let's say kejap lagi saya akan tunjuk contoh. Saya tunjuk sekarang lah. Okay, ni tak habis lagi sebenarnya ni. Jadi kita habiskan ni dulu Ada benda yang saya nak explain pasal ni. Alright. Sekejap ni kita minimize tu. Okay. Alright. Ada bukti transaction. Maknanya sistem pun dia dah buat pembelian tersebut and then ada amount and then ni adalah invoice yang receive. Okay. So before she commit with the purchase, sebabnya pembelian ni dah ada PO tau. Tapi dia dah communicate. Dulu, dia tanya dengan supplier tu, apa cerita ni, barang dah sampai, barang ada ke tak ni? Then dapat respon, sorry, dah habis stok. So kat sini ada kronologi. So which is very good Maksudnya kat situ kita orang, kami pihak finance, we know the situation because sebabnya macam like I said just now, before you commit anything, buy anything or like purchase anything, you need to get the approval first. Dalam kes ni, dia ada communication tapi dia tak ada approval. Kat sini tak ada tanya pun ataupun respon daripada Kak Rock mengatakan okay, Sister Munirah proceed with the purchase for the urgent need Right, so only tu je yang tak ada. Tapi ada second layer as second layer as the approval which is this form reimbursement form ni kan ataupun payment approval form. Sebabnya kat sini Datuk Saufi dah sign mengatakan kat sini. So assuming that okay, dah beli dulu sebab stok tak ada and then walaupun tak ada retainer kat situ tapi bila nak claim ada kat sini approve. Ada case terutama yang melibatkan stationery ataupun anything yang macam through HR ataupun PR ke, beli sendiri. Contoh paling common adalah calculator lah. Kalau kata 100 orang beli calculator kan, harga RM20 dah berapa kan. So that's why ada certain benda yang perlukan second layer tu, this form maybe tak approve. So sebab tu on our side, finance side, maybe kat sini akan ada masalah lah bila tak dapat approval kat sini. Iaitu yang dekat sini lah, payment approval form ni. Yang kat sini. Okay, they act as a second layer because you have to remember, always protect yourself first. Sebabnya, ada juga senario dalam proposal tak ada mention pun untuk pembelian tersebut ataupun ni. Tapi tiba-tiba dia ada reimbursement. Tapi proposal tak ada pun mention in that untuk for that item. So bila kita cakap tak boleh lah nak bayar ni apa semua kan. Oh ni bukan duit saya ni, duit orang lain ni. Kalau duit saya okey je. So dia macam dah start marah-marah apa semua. So when it comes to this situation, you have to remember protect yourself. When it comes to protect yourself, you need to understand approval siapa dulu yang nak dapat. Kalau kata bos boleh lah, bos pakai duit bos dulu lah, ataupun bos punya ni lah, maksudnya bos approve, ada in writing, so you get the approval, so barulah proceed. Tapi in most cases, kalau yang dah di-approve dalam proposal, kalau tak ada, yang tu adakan cerita dia panjang sikit lah. Okay, so kejap contoh nombor 2 adalah, we are running out of time. Okay, so sample direct advice. Okay, so sample direct advice, I zoom this one. Okay, can you see? Right, so this one. Right, so this one adalah Persatuan Anggota Jabatan Kekhidmatan dan Trauma. Okay, so this is the original form lah yang before we implement here lah. Okay, instruction ni daripada Encik Syafiq from quality. Tapi yang sign dia Encik Nur Razili kat sini. Kenapa pula? Padahal bos dia Encik Syafiq. Ini adalah direct instruction direct instruction kepada this persatuan anggota lah. Okay, so when it comes to this one, siapa yang initiate dekat sini, tadi berbalik pada soalan yang tadi tu, dia tak kisah pun grade siapa-siapa sini. Tapi Cik Syafiq, dia nak participate dalam pertandingan bola sepak tersebut, dia yang initiate this untuk program ni, and then dia instruct kami untuk buat pembayaran. Tapi kenapa, persoalan dia kenapa Encik Lee kat sini? Right, so when it comes to this situation, here, under the capacity yang Cik Azili sign ni, atas capacity Chef Dimijon. Sebab bukan bos dia, iaitu Cik Faizal, Cik Picai. So understand you understand the situation, the capacity, tapi nak sign kat sini. So ini seems like complicated, tapi it's very straightforward juga. Sebab Syafiq dia dah tahu dah, benda ni bukan kaitan dengan quality department, tapi benda ni dia adalah kaitan yang melibatkan sukan lah. So kan kita ada the good things, we support our teams lah to participate in any tournament, and then Datuk Safi approve. So done, settle. So they just like instruct consideration fee and everything. So dalam kes ni 1050. The rest of the team dia bayar sendiri lah. Alright, so macam tu lah. Right, so very straightforward. Okay, done this one. Okay. So secondly, direct advice juga, tapi dalam kes ni adalah bayar kepada hotel. Sekejap we are running out of time. Sikit lagi. Banyak cakap pula saya. Sekejap soalan yang penting tu. Okay, so Department of Admin, and then payable to hotel lah, nama hotel, and then name of account, so operating trust, and then accommodation. Okay, kat sini adalah Sister Ayu, dia pergi dia jadi komiti untuk convocation, and then dia book hotel, and then dia instruct kami untuk bayar. So dalam kes ni sebabnya Sister Dilaili yang bos dia akan approve lah kat sini, requested by Sister Ayu, and then requested check by 41, iaitu bos dia, direct ni lah, direct supervisor lah, and then kat sini terus jatuh kepada Dr. Siti. Okay, right, so supporting document dia adalah bill invoice, and then ni penting, letter of undertaking ni, sebab kadang-kadang kita tengok you all punya rate ni follow ke tak. Bila rate tak follow booking hotel tak follow, kat situ memang kami akan instruct balik untuk tolak gaji lah. Kan, this one booking hotel ni kena tengok dulu your eligibility first before deciding which hotel tu ni lah. And then ini adalah appointment letter. So this is another to support that she being appointed as a committee lah. Right. Okay. And this is second layer also for the approval. So that before dia dah dapat dah komiti tu, takkanlah Datuk tak nak ni kan. Tapi so that to formalize everything, dia you need to fill up everything lah. This one. Sebabnya, this one, just to clarify, this is act as a formality that everything has been approved by the HOD so that you can attend that particular seminar course or whatever. Katakanlah, this one, some people they misunderstand this one. This one is like macam, oh ini untuk budget allocation, untuk nanti kita nak claim senang. So, katakanlah, kan, Sister Ayu ni kita tak minta, tapi katakanlah on the way dia pergi. Lepas tu, berlaku musibah. And then, sebab dia jatuh atas official duty, tapi tak ada blanket approval pun. Dia just like macam verbally, dia just tunjuk yang sini je, tapi tak ada pun HOD punya approval. And then, so that bila ada this thing, it support her to claim from so and everything. So, this is like macam bukanlah sekadar untuk claim ataupun untuk for the payment process, tapi dia lebih kepada macam kata tadi tu, ada apa-apa berlaku, dia nak claim so, ini adalah bukti dia. Right. Okay. And last sekali adalah honorarium. Honorarium. So, forgive me, tak sempat nak bela nama ni. Tak sempat nak bela. So, first adalah nama. And then, secondly, staff number tak ada sebab dia adalah visiting. So, name of account, account number, and then tajuk dia, honorarium for blah 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 blah. Sebab dia visiting consultant. So, supporting document dia adalah attendance yang dia ni, kemudian adalah dia punya appointment letter. So appointment letter ni kalau kata untuk honorarium mesti signed by Datuk Saufi, by the highest authority iaitu Datuk Saufi ya. Kan? Dalam kes current setup adalah Datuk Saufi ya, iaitu hospital director, the highest authority in that department. So dalam ni ada appointment letter and then ada attendance. So additional information, for example, ada proposal ataupun guideline lah. So guideline kat sini ada. So that I can like our team can like review back. Okay, dalam ni dah ada dalam proposal dan berapa je kita boleh bayar kepada dia, kita tahu. Kan? So tak adalah claim dia lebih daripada this amount lah. And then macam mana boleh dapat that amount also ada dalam spell out in proposal. So for payment honorarium also penting sebabnya kita perlukan all the information kat bawah ni lah. You need to attach the approved appointment letter by HOD. Okay, habis dah. Right. So back to the question. Yeah. Right. So So question nombor 2 untuk payment form juga part HOD tu kalau payment kepada trainer and trainer tu HOD boleh sign ke part check by tu. Okay. Kalau trainer tu ada HOD, yang ni you need to understand. Yang ni, let's say okay, so this is also common you need to understand, dalam skala kata, kalau organizing C skala C dalam tu, apa nama tu dia kata ni, kalau kata organizing committee tu, and then the organizer adalah department tu, staff yang terlibat ataupun yang tu tidak boleh dibayar. Ini yang the first thing yang you need to understand. Learn the skala first. So to answer this question, basically bukan speaker tu yang nak kena sign. Bukan speaker tu. Contoh yang contoh lain adalah yang okay, contoh kejap. Ada tadi form ni Okay, contoh Okay. So let's say Dr. Mat Mohammed Ahmed. Okay, contoh Alright. So staff number dia saya tak ingat tapi okay. Alright. So department dia KH contoh ni the situation dia sorry. Contoh yang kita invite dia adalah HR. Right. So HR department Okay, payable tu yang invite dia yang organize the event adalah HR, and then HR tu kita nak bayar kepada dia, and then bayar kepada Ahmed, Dr. Ahmed Muhammad Ahmed. Okay, lepas tu kat sini description dia honorarium for visiting lecturer. Contoh So okay, right. Contoh 9. Right, so contoh ni jangan risau ni. Ni kita ni je. Right, so ni boleh padam dulu buat. Persoalan dia, takkanlah you all nak pergi jumpa Dr. Ahmed Muhammad Ahmed ni sign kat sini. Tak ke pelik tu. So mestilah siapa yang invite dia, yang initiate, yang organize, doktor, yang HR tu sendiri yang akan sign kat sini. Kalau dia yang sign, macam you all nak kena pergi ke Gombak untuk sign dia, so macam pelik lah. Sebab ada certain case kita invite speaker from Gombak, so siapa department yang initiate tu lah yang akan sign kat sini. Basically yang whatever yang you send for us for the payment of instruction payment through the memo, siapa yang buat that instruction tu, dia lah yang akan sign kat sini. The thing is, kita just nak tahu siapa yang siapa yang, contoh kalau instruction payment, kita nak tahu siapa yang instruct us. Sebab tu kat sini ada attention number. Reimbursement, kita just nak tahu untuk siapa reimbursement tersebut. Dia yang akan sign kat sini kan. So ada case contoh nama contoh reimbursement kan. Dia hotel, katakanlah hotel kat sini kan. Hotel reimbursement hotel. So reimbursement untuk reimbursement for hotel ini untuk diri dia sendiri kan. Dan katakanlah Cik Khairullah, Cik Khairullah. So Cik Kai dia pergi training untuk reimbursement hotel. So dia dah pergi bayar apa semua, and then dia nak claim. So dia yang akan sign kat sini. And then approved by Encik Anwar kat sini. And then secondly, lastly adalah Dr. Siti kat sini. Right. So I hope I answered that question. Okay. According to service color, the secretary was okay. Ini yang tadi Mr. Fida tu lah, which is answer on behalf of me So basically tak boleh sebabnya organizing committee. HR organize event, tiba-tiba Sister Ayu dia bagi talk. Consider that walaupun itu bukan kerja dia hanya buat HR je, tapi dia ada skill, soft skill, and also additional value added that she can be a part of the trainer atau speaker, tapi tak boleh bayar sebab walaupun dalam B tu kata benda tu mesti kena yang bukan luar bidang kerja dia. So dalam kes ni, Sister Ayu, Mas Ayu tu HR Sister Mas Ayu tu dia bukanlah kerja rutin dia untuk bagi motivation talk, tapi untuk induction course dia kena pergi. Dia kena So dalam kes tu yang organize that event adalah HR, so kita tidak boleh bayar sebabnya dalam item C tu memang tak boleh bayar. C ke D? D kot. Alright. So dalam tu dia kata tak boleh bayar sebabnya organizer adalah from the same department Right. So okay, so I answer that question. Alright. Boleh tahu berapa lama ambil dia untuk proses file selepas ambil dokumen. Okay, so our timeline is like generally is 14 days after completion of the complete document Right. So when it comes to complete document, so that's why you need to like everything must be in order semuanya, whatever yang kita spell out everything here, you need to comply so that it make easy for us. Kalau lambat tu, it's all a matter of like volume, because volumes can be like a lot especially yang reimbursement untuk uniform tu. So we try to improve that over time, so don't worry about that. But generally 14 days. Okay, apa beza operating dengan operating trust? Right, so this is also, operating is government grant, operating trust is our allocation for that 3 project code 1, 2 atau 3. 3 is for the research lah, which is kita tak kacau. Then 1 dengan 2 lah. 1 is like our internal fund and second is the ihsan lah. Right, so this one also jangan risau. Operating straight away government grant, duit rakyat, settle. Okay, another question? We have like another 5 minutes. Duit rakyat operating duit rakyat, settle. Right, so second.
Okay, share soalan daripada Sister Farida tu. According to service circular tu. Nampak tak? Yang atas.
Circular. Okay, I think I already answered this question.
Dah.
Password kat sini tak boleh.
Oh, tak boleh dibayar lah kan?
Contoh dia ada yang tadi tu.
Okay.
Contoh dia adalah the same organizer. Yang ni adalah the most common problem jugalah. Bukanlah problem tapi it's like misunderstand about the policy lah. Even though like you are not for example like finance like myself, tiba-tiba nak kena bagi top MLM, bukan MLM bijak pelaburan. Contoh bijak pelaburan. Sebab dalam my ni tiba-tiba HR invite kan. Walaupun dia panggil macam ni lah, macam financial punya talk ke apa kan. Walaupun HR invite, tapi still that kind of like my bukanlah kerja rutin, tapi still my area of like benda yang I'm well versed lah, benda yang memang aware about the how to like macam giving advice on the financial everything. For example lah kan, contoh. So in that situation, tidak boleh dapat pembayaran juga. Okay, another 3 minutes. Another question. Ini apa lagi untuk payment form, right? Kena test sekali financial expenditure ni tak perlu okay, so saya dah stop. Lama bertahun tak pakai tak cakap depan skrin lama. 2 tahun tak cakap depan skrin. So ada soalan lagi?
Ada soalan lagi ke daripada para peserta berkaitan dengan payment? Mungkin ada malu nak tanya kat sini kot pada Syahir, so boleh bagi extension number ke?
So extension 1084 lah. Tapi itulah saya just like giving like benda ni kena tekankan sebabnya because we are utilizing the public expenditure, because when it comes to that, we attach to the whatever circular that university adopted, and then we need to aware about that. Dia bukan simply boleh terus buat pembayaran, buat pembelian. So benda tu semua ada dia punya flow dia tu sendiri. So kena aware lah, sebab jangan simply terus decide. Sebabnya kalau contoh bahasa kasar dia, contoh you all terus decide pergi printing kan, untuk banner. Dalam proposal tak ada. Okay, tu dah salah lah. Nombor 1, dalam proposal tak ada. Nombor 2, you pergilah ke contoh printing mana-mana. Kita akan cakap baca kasar dia, ini mesti saudara mara punya ni, atau kawan. Itulah. So we want to avoid that. So that's what I mean by protect ourselves. So that we align back to our vision of the university and also our core value lah. And core value tu maksudnya termasuklah dengan the integrity, trust and sincerity semua tu lah. Benda ni yang kena jaga tu, sebab kadang-kadang benda ni saya pun kita takut kadang benda ni kadang kita dikaburi kan. So benda tu kita yang akan buat silap juga at the end of the day. So 1 minute left, so I think I should apologize with my words if I hurt anyone here. So it's like a sharing session so that we as a public servant aware that our role and responsibility kan. Sebabnya kat situ barulah dia akan berbalik kepada inilah role kita sebagai insan Allah untuk melakukan kerja sebagai ibadah. Okay, so assuming tak ada question lah kan?
Okay, sekiranya masih ada soalan nanti boleh terus direct call extension Brother Syahir lah 1084 ataupun dia punya team payment unit. Okay. Okay, thank you to Brother Muhammad Syahir Azizan for the sharing sessions. Okay. Hopefully all of us can get the benefit from these sharing sessions. Okay, with that, we end our sharing session today with Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As. Okay, sehingga berjumpa lagi di sharing session
Okay.
yang seterusnya.
Masih.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Jumpa lagi
Salam.
semua. Jangan lupa isi attendance dan juga feedback form untuk dapatkan CTD point masing-masing. Okay,
Alright.
Assalamualaikum semuanya.
Salam.